Hi guys! Welcome back to Sells Like Hotcakes video series on creating your profitable Amazon and Shopify stores. In this short video, we are going to talk about this mysterious topic of ungating on Amazon. There are a lot of myths and misconceptions about it, like there is some sort of chosen ones that can help you magically get approved on Amazon just if you pay $300. A lot of shady scams around it as well. Let's clear things out. So, what ungating means? It means that specific categories of products on Amazon require you to pass through an approval process that is called ungating. And if you are lucky enough and you pass this complicated ungating process, then you will be among the elite sellers that are enjoying all the benefits of selling all these best-selling and popular products like supplements, pills, food products, health and care, beauty, all those best-selling categories that most of us regular Amazon sellers don't have any access to. You can start selling as well. That's why everybody wants to pass this ungating process. There are many categories that are gated. Let me just show you the full list first. You can Google Amazon for categories and products requiring approval. You can see there are actually quite a lot of them, including watches, jewelry, health and personal care, groceries, collectibles, beauty, automotive, clothes and accessories, and also luggage and travel accessories. So, all these categories are selling really well. That's why, guys, a lot of people are trying to get ungated and approved in these categories. And, obviously, the best of the best are those three: groceries, health and personal care, and beauty categories. There are literally millions of dollars are made in these categories. And if you get ungated, you enjoy less competition because it's harder to get ungated in these categories. So not everybody can just jump right in and start selling like in other categories. Plus, obviously, you get much more sales because those products are mostly purchased on a recurring basis, which means people keep buying and buying and buying again and again and again from you. So, you need groceries, personal products, beauty products, pills. You need to keep buying them again and again. This is not a one-time purchase. That's why people who sell on these categories are making really a lot of money, and that's why everybody wants to get ungated. In the past, it was actually very easy to get ungated. The requirements are difficult in each category, but in general, what you need is to provide commercial invoices, and I really mean commercial invoices and not receipts or so-called pro forma invoices. Those invoices must be dated within the last 90 days, and they must have your name or business name on them. They must have contact information of your business address, phone number, email, and website, and must have names of the products that you purchased, and, of course, they must have documents issuer name, address, phone number, and email and website. And you can obscure pricing information if you want. It goes without saying that to get ungated, you need to have a company in the United States if you're going to sell in the United States. So, probably this ungating process makes sense if you already open a company in the United States. So this way you can get these invoices. They have more requirements as well. Of course, you must have professional Amazon account. It goes without saying. Plus, you need to meet several other criteria. For example, you need to have low cancellation rate, a low late shipment rate, a low order defect rate. Plus, you need to provide Amazon with acceptable documentation that will help them decide if you are eligible to sell in this category. And, of course, they say you are not required to have your website, but you should rather have it. And in other videos, I teach you how you can easily create a website if you don't have one, but that's not a problem. And all this sounds nice and pretty straightforward, but I need to be honest with you guys. As of time of recording this video, it's no longer easy anymore, and your real chances of ungating are around 15 to 20% only. So no matter how hard you try, there's a high chance that you don't get ungated. Not because your invoices are bad, or you didn't do anything right, but because Amazon already has a list of pre-approved vendors and they don't really want to get more of small vendors in this niche. There are a lot of so-called ungating scams on Amazon. Those services are offering you guaranteed ungating for like $400 or $300 payment, but you need to understand that there are no guarantees and nobody can influence Amazon's decisions. So if you Google ungating on Amazon, You'll get so many different websites, and I'm not saying that they're all a scam, but you need to understand that all they can really do is just give you exactly the same list of requirements that Amazon gives you. And if you have Seller Central account, can simply go to categories that require approval, and you will get to the page like this. For example, for health and personal care, and you can get all the requirements yourself from Amazon directly. You don't need to pay anybody $400 just to get the list of requirements. And guys, there is really no guarantee that you get ungated even if you provide all the invoices. And I read on Facebook a lot of horror stories that people are hitting the wall, provide all the invoices, and Amazon keeps declining the application. However, there are some people that are still getting ungated, so this is certainly not over. And if you still want to get ungated, you can give it a try. Just don't waste $400 on that. It's really free to apply for ungating. But my main advice for you is not to get started with gated categories if you are just starting out. Because if you are just starting out and you hit the wall with this ungating thing, then you will just simply waste a lot of time and you can get discouraged, and instead you could just maybe make less sales in easier categories that doesn't require any approval, and you can just start selling without any delay on this approval process. So if you're just starting out, I would highly recommend that you first avoid categories that require ungating. All of these categories. So there are thousands of other categories that you can start selling in, so there is no shortage of categories. And most of them don't require any approval or ungating. And then, if you really want to scale up your business and you want to really grow, then you can start the ungating process if you already have success of other products in other categories. And if you finally got ungated on Amazon, my main tip is to find and use only domestic suppliers. We have several other videos devoted to how to find domestic suppliers, but in short, you should visit trade shows in your industry, expos, fairs, and check online databases like SaleWho to help you find domestic wholesalers and start working with them. Because you really, guys, don't want to ship any grocery products and food-related products from China. Obviously, it must be produced locally in the United States if you're going to sell pills or something food-related. That's why I always use domestic suppliers. I hope you find this video helpful. And again, my main advice is not to get into gated categories if you are just starting out, and only start this ungating process later when you already have a brand, several successful products, and you want to just scale up your business, and you have the time to apply for this tedious approval process. And if you fail to get approved, and high chances are that you will fail to get approved, it will not hurt or ruin your business. You will just say, whatever, and move on and keep selling in other categories that don't require approval. Thank you for watching, and I highly encourage you to start selling on Amazon and to stay away from this ungating mess for now if you're just starting out. Thank you for watching, and bye!